In the vast tapestry of nature, certain creatures defy the odds with their remarkable resilience. These living marvels showcase the unyielding spirit of life in their own extraordinary ways. Join us on a thrilling journey to uncover 10 tenacious organisms that will leave you in awe of life's enduring power. 1. The Headless Wonder Chicken. Ask any seasoned farmer, and they might share a tale that seems straight out of a horror story. Chickens that keep strutting even after losing their heads. This isn't folklore, it's biology at its strangest. Unlike humans, chickens rely on their brainstem, not their brain, for basic functions like breathing. If a butcher's blade misses the brainstem, the chicken can survive, twitching and moving as if possessed. Feed it through its esophagus, and it might even keep eating, like a scene from a zombie thriller. Legend tells of a chicken named Mike, who, headless, lived for 18 months, even touring with its owner as a living spectacle. 2. The Zombie Frog. Science has revealed a chilling fact. Frogs can hop and react even after their brains are gone. Their spinal cord governs critical systems like breathing and circulation, so a brainless frog isn't out of the game. Poke its foot, and it leaps. Flip it over, and it rights itself. Drop it in water, and it swims away. Stroke its back, and it might even croak with glee. These are reflexes, electrical signals firing through muscles, not signs of life after death. So, no need to fear a frog uprising. They're just wired to keep moving, even when the lights are out upstairs. The Regenerating Salamander. Salamanders are nature's alchemists, often tied to myths of immortality and revered by those who believe in the supernatural. Their secret? An unmatched ability to regrow any body part. Lose a limb? It grows back. Tail severed? A new one sprouts. The regenerated parts often work as well as, or better than, the originals, thanks to a unique protein that supercharges cell growth. Humans have traces of this protein helping us heal cuts, but salamanders take it to another level. Could we one day borrow their powers for human limb regeneration? Science is on the case, studying these creatures to unlock medical breakthroughs. 4. The Unkillable Snake. Snakes slither onto this list with a resilience that's almost mythical. In extreme conditions, they can slip into a dormant state, surviving without food or water for up to a year, sipping only the faintest traces of air. When used in medicinal wine, snakes are often submerged in jars that aren't fully sealed. Sensing air, they lift their heads to the jar's lip, clinging to life for years. This has led to shocking incidents of snake wine drinkers being bitten when opening the jar. Even after death, a snake's nervous system stays active for hours. A severed head can still sense and strike if disturbed, making these reptiles a force to be reckoned with.
Take a look at this. This snake has no head, but when this guy provokes its body, the headless snake still strikes at him. This snake has no head too, and it's still moving. But when this guy flips it over, we realize that it has no guts either. So how can these snakes move even though they have no head? Snakes are cold-blooded animals, which means they require minimal levels of oxygen and energy to thrive. Due to this, when a snake is killed and cut off from oxygen, their cells don't immediately die, which allows them to move their bodies even after a few hours of death, as the snake's nerves are still active.
5. The Dancing Octopus Arm. You've likely seen videos of octopus tentacles wriggling long after being cut off. Are octopuses immortal? Not quite. The creature is dead, but its arms keep dancing. This is because most of an octopus's neurons live in its tentacles, allowing them to react to stimuli even when detached. Considering octopus sashimi? Beware. Those squirming tentacles aren't toxic, but they could choke you if they lodge in your throat. Researchers at London's St. George's University tested this, placing severed tentacles in icy seawater. An hour later, the tentacles dodged tweezers like they were alive, some moving for days, even a week after the octopus's demise. 6. The resilient fly. Ever watched magician David Blaine revive a dead fly with a touch? No magic here, just science. Flies can survive being frozen, and Blaine's trick involves warming them up to thaw them out, letting them buzz away. But their cold tolerance isn't why they're on this list. Female flies can live for days without heads, flying and walking as if nothing's wrong. Even stranger, male flies find these headless females intriguing, chasing them with gusto. Headless or not, the females remain choosy, rejecting unwanted suitors with the same spunk as their fully intact counterparts. 7. The immortal axolotl. In nature's arena, axolotls are the ultimate survivors, wielding regeneration like a superpower. A bitten-off leg? It regrows in days. A lost tail? A new one appears in weeks. Even damage to vital organs like the heart or spine is no match for their healing prowess. They simply rebuild. Scientists liken their cells to a crack repair team, reconstructing tissues with pinpoint accuracy, like a living 3D printer. But there's more. Axolotls can stay in their juvenile form forever, a trait called neoteny, letting them glide through Mexican lakes like eternal youths. For them, death seems like a minor setback, with regeneration as their anthem. 8. The eternal jellyfish. Imagine a creature that laughs in the face of aging. The Turritopsis jellyfish does just that, earning its title as the ocean's immortal. Through a process called transdifferentiation, it can reset its cells when stressed, reverting from an adult to a juvenile polyp, like rebooting life itself. It then grows back into an adult, potentially repeating this cycle forever. Death is just a pause for this jellyfish, which sidesteps aging as long as conditions allow. Scientists muse that, without predators or catastrophic environmental shifts, this tiny marvel might never choose to leave the world. 9. The indestructible flatworm. Planarian flatworms are regeneration royalty. Slice off any part, and it regrows. Each fragment can become a whole new worm. Cut off its head, and the body grows a new one, while the head rebuilds a body. Divide it into 20 pieces, and you'll soon have 20 identical flatworms. Researchers at Nottingham University once turned a single flatworm into a colony of over 20,000. Even more astonishing, their bodies show no signs of aging, suggesting an undisturbed colony could live indefinitely. Who knew a humble worm could claim immortality? 10. The cockroach champion. Cockroaches are the stuff of nightmares, not just for their creepiness, but for their near invincibility. Rumored to survive nuclear fallout, they can live for 2 weeks without a head. Why? Their breathing doesn't rely on their head. tiny holes in their body handle oxygen intake, keeping them alive despite decapitation. Without a mouth, they eventually starve, but their ability to endure is staggering, cementing their status as nature's ultimate survivors. That wraps up our exploration of nature's toughest creatures. Know of any other resilient beings? Drop them in the comments. If you love this journey, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share with your friends. See you next time for more wonders of the wild.